A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I don't need to tell you how crucial this matchup is with Miami. Committee was weighing who was the better team, Notre Dame or Miami. You better believe Notre Dame has some revenge on their mind as they were left out of the college football playoff last season, and Miami went on a run to the national championship game. A lot of drama here in this top 25 matchup. This should be epic. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here's Carr to throw. Look out! On target over the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. The quick out. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Straight ahead, it's Coleman Williams. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Going with the ground game left. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sells to run, looking to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's changing the play. Mensah, under pressure, buried before he could blink.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you've got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays, they're going the completely wrong direction.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants to take the top off. Leaping grab for a big gain.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Breaks into... Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to get moving. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Left side is Perez. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Moving out to the right. Zips it out to his man. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Graham.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Again, it's Carr. Finds his target. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Carr hauls it in. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to throw it. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Running the red zone, it's Danzy. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Rides to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. going for yardage. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Fourth down, Carr. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Bingo, Ruben. Bingo, Ruben. Over here, bullseye, bullseye.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Break, here we go. Check.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
The run inside. It's Williams. He just carries him face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Throwing, Carr. And they're not on the same page there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Irish send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. Steamrolls his way ahead. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
Nice job.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Canes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Carr to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass. It never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time it's complete. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Here comes the heat. Complete to the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. To the air again, Carr. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Hard running there. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. A full dive to haul that one in. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Using his legs, it's Pringle. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Selling the fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. They're all over it. He's got it. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing, Mensah. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at UTEP taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's the Miners looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll move the wide receiver. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Long way to go on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. Mensah. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Canes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Lofton. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. 3rd and long right here. Quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Needs it here on 4th down. Rush is on. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The give is to Williams. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Oh, pressure's coming. That pass is incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Carr. Going for it all. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the running back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On play action. Look out! Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right side, it's Lofton. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And how about that as an offensive call? Like, you bring 3 tight ends in the game, everything looks tight, bunched up. We're going to mash you, run the football, run a little bit of play action, sneak him out of the backfield, and find him down the field. Nice job by this offense, showing one thing, showing run, and then throwing the football down the field.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. The fake and wants to throw. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They need a huge play on third and long. Here's Mensa to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
To the air. It's Carr. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. What a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, court.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And this to seesaw back on top here in the fourth. And it's good! They take the lead here in the fourth.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Onto the field, ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing, Carr. Here comes the heat. blasted as he lets it go. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Gain of 23 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll run him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Fighting off the defender. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Here's Carr to throw. Finds his man. It's Flanagan. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Carr. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Open space at the 25. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Bling, bling, bling.
They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. He ruins the big gator with a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Runs through a tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mensah. Back's got it on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense lining up for a 1st down play.
Black 14, black 14, black.
Follows his blocks. It's Pringle. Got it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. They're all over him. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Moving the pocket, it's Carr. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. C.J. Carr firing again. Rush right in his face. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.